got a shotgun, a rifle, and a four-wheel drive, and a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive.
The country is divided between those who think new gun laws are necessary and those who believe they would infringe on our Second Amendment constitutional right. Joining me now is actor and political comedian Hal Sparks, who supports gun control. He's from L.A. And the lead singer of Jackal and star of Full Throttle Saloon on True TV, Jesse James Dupri, a gun rights advocate. All right, guys, I'm going to start with Jesse. Your hometown of Kennesaw, Georgia, requires every household to have a firearm. You think that's a good idea?
It absolutely is. You know, in 1982, they passed this law, and ironically, it was in response to a town in Illinois that had passed a law banning guns, and they were getting so much national exposure. Kennesaw says, you know what, we're going to pass a law that says every head of household must own a gun, and of course, the crime rate has dropped. It's always been a huge point that the crime rate in Kennesaw is way less than the national average. But you know, they stopped there. They failed to go. The debate gets about guns, and that's not what it's about. Kennesaw is a safe place because it raises responsible citizens. It's got a great reputation for having great family structure and just a great community to raise your children in.
All right, Jesse, let's go to Hal. What do you think about what Jesse just said, Hal?
Well, I don't disagree about Kennesaw. I'm sure they raise decent people. I'm from Kentucky myself. I think the issue of the government of any size actually compelling you to purchase a product is a bit odd. Being forced by a city government or city ordinance to buy something seems a bit of a reach. And I think,
what do you say,
if you're talking about...
Hal, what do you say about
honestly,
what Jesse said about
isn't that weird, though? I mean,
Hal, listen to me. What do you think about what Jesse said, that the crime rate is far less than the national average? Doesn't that kind of go to that argument?
I don't know. Most cities of that size, actually, the crime rate is lower than the national average. I mean, if you compare a city like that to Detroit, it's always going to be per capita. I mean, that's what I mean. I don't think Kennesaw's probably got any more of a crime rate than Frankfort, Kentucky, for example, and they don't have a similar law. I think it's probably has a lot to do with the volume of people pushed together and the like-minded nature of those people. I don't think you're going to see a lot of crisscrossing diversity, and you're not going that causes that conflict.
Hal, the bottom line is that they're saying that we don't have as much crime. Where you look at Chicago, no one's allowed to have a gun, and it's like the murder capital of the country. And then Kennesaw, where everybody has a gun, there's like nothing.
But you know that the problem in Chicago is actually because of places in that part of the country where you can actually purchase guns either from a private buyer or at a gun show without any kind of background check. They end up in a trunk of a car and driven to the south side of Chicago.
You guys. Again, it's embarrassing to participate in the debate being focused on guns. If you raise responsible citizens, you can leave sharp knives laying around. You can leave the keys laying around. We need to focus on raising responsible citizens, and that's
I totally agree. But you can't legislate that. You can't legislate the raising of. You can't control that aspect of it. That's like saying we don't need to spend money on schools because it's the parents' job. I can't legislate. I can't legislate parents.
Stop.
But I can't.
Thank you.
All right.
Time out. That's it for us tonight. Thanks for joining us. Remember to friend me on Facebook. Follow me at Twitter at Judge Jeanine. See you next week. Maybe with those guys.